president and his team. What's going on?
One, launch.
There's no doubt that Ukrainian access to Tomahawk missiles has been the most prominent issue ahead of this meeting, but it's likely not to be the only one. Every time there's discussion about a new wonder weapon that might be supplied to Ukraine, and it's presented as decisive for the outcome of the war, but that's far from the case. Even if Ukraine is provided access to Tomahawk missiles, it will be in limited quantities. And looking at the rate of expenditure of the munitions that both sides are using in this war, they would only be available for very high-value targets. Now, one of the advantages of these missiles, over and above their range, is that they are designed as weapon systems, unlike the improvised drones that Ukraine has been using. So they are better able to attack hard targets, whereas Ukraine, for the time being, has been attacking oil refineries, open spaces with a lot of things that go bang when you hit them. But it's not a substitute for Ukraine's own development of its indigenous defense capacity with Western support in order that it has a long-term and sustainable means of deterring Russia. Russia seems to be putting a lot of effort into portraying this as an escalatory move. Now, of course, Russia says that about everything that is in support of Ukraine, but here the character of those interventions has changed. This does appear to be a problem that Russia is taking seriously, and so it stands to reason it is the right thing for the United States to do. If this is something which Russia sees as a threat which is significant and might in fact have an impact on its ability to prosecute the war on Ukraine, then it is a strong argument for providing this support to Kyiv.
Media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems.
Great music, great movies, great muscle cars, but also
You gotta, don't tell us what we're gonna feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're gonna feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering all
position
these
to
questions.
dictate that.
The only thing that's consistent about these meetings is their inconsistency. We've come a long way since Zelensky was ambushed in the Oval Office back in February, but there hasn't been a consistent pattern of exactly how these meetings are going to go. One of the key things that Zelensky will find out probably when he does meet Trump is the extent to which the new noises that we're hearing, the new signals from the United States administration about their willingness to back Ukraine, is actually going to be transformed into real impact on the Ukrainian battlefields.
Press, thank you. Press, thank you very much. Thank you, Press. Thank you very much, Press.
It's possible that now that there appears to have been at least some kind of partial progress on Gaza, President Trump might turn his attention back to Ukraine as somewhere where he can polish his credentials as a peacemaker. Up until now, of course, that has been a complete failure because it overlooked the determination of President Putin to press home the war on Ukraine, and also the Kremlin calculus that it had more to gain from fighting on than by accepting the peace offers that were on the table from Trump, including effectively enforcing a surrender on Ukraine.